Hi, and welcome to Cat Ren Figures. It's Sunday, which can only mean one thing. It's another Sunday Reads episode. And for today, I chose Grizzly Shark. The full 3 pieces in the set. Grizzly Shark Returns, and Grizzly Shark versus SeaBear. They got mixed up. Okay, so, you never heard of Grizzly Shark before? It's fantastic. It comes right out of Image Comics. It's a lot of cartoon violence and gore. Basically, if you're a fan of B-rated horror films or you just really love shark movies, you're probably going to really enjoy this because it starts off innocent day, family camping in the woods, people are picnicking, they don't think anything of it. But little do they know that deep in the woods there is a predator. Not a bear, not a wolf, not even a little fox coming after him. Nope. It's a shark. It's a grizzly shark. And he makes little to no time just going about and attacking people. And he starts off by chomping one of the main characters, Donnie, in half. So the boy loses both his legs. And it's so funny because it's just amazingness. Literally, Donnie gets chomped in half and he's screaming at his dad about the pain. So his dad offers him some aspirin. And it just gets so bad from there. Like, it's so cartoon gory. Everything is drawn really gross. And the people are just so stupid in this book. It's kind of fabulous. Honestly, like, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the woods, there's a shark. I like it though. He licks this person, and he's like, ugh. And as you can see, he chops people in half. He's fantastic. I love it because the sharks in this, they have a lot of personality, and I don't know, I love it. It's so cornball at times, and it's fantastic. And just when you think it's over, you go into Grizzly Shark Returns. Now, in Grizzly Shark Returns, Donnie and his cousin, the 2 survivors out of the original book, are attempting to get out of the woods. They're attempting to get out of the woods, and they run across Lorraine and her survivalist expert that's with her. And as you can see, it doesn't really go well for them because there's still a shark out there. And there's this really messed up thing with a baby who has survived off eating the entrails of his parents. And they're trying to outsmart the shark, yet the shark outsmarts everyone else. And it's like, just when you think that certain things are going to go certain ways, no. I love it though because there's a second where they end up trapping one of their friends in the actual trap. And he's screaming, he's like, no! The shark's waiting for you in the grass! And you see the shark swimming through the grass, coming at them, coming at the car. But it's craziness. It's a lot of cartoon violence, a lot of cartoon gore. It makes fun of so many different things, and it's fantastic. And then at the end of Grizzly Shark Returns, you think it's finally over, but it's not. Because there are more sharks swimming around. So, going into Grizzly Shark versus SeaBear, they got mixed up. They've come up with a plan to actually get these sharks to go off of a cliff. And it works for a couple. Of them. And they set up bait. They use the baby as bait. Kind of messed up, but, this whole book's a little messed up. And it's so craziness. And they try to set it up. There's a moment where they're getting chased by all of these sharks. And they're all going off the cliff together. And then they're like, oh shit, we're in their territory now. They're gonna kill us for sure. But all the sharks start to drown. And it's so funny. Until there's one shark that's left. Because he was too smart to go over the cliff. And then they hear a gurgle in the water next to them. And who comes out of the water but SeaBear? And SeaBear, I love the facial expressions you get from both Grizzly Shark and SeaBear, especially during this fight. There's several moments where they just stop doing what they're doing for comedic effect. Grizzly Shark SeaBear throws Grizzly Shark into the ocean, only he completely misses all of the water, and he hits a boat. And he's like, how do you miss the ocean, stupid ass bears? And they end up fighting on top of this boat, and you see this kid and his dad, and they have a gun. And the dad's trying to kill himself, so the shark and the grizzly won't kill him. But the boy is trying to get the gun away from his father, and he ends up shooting a hole in his father's arm. And his father's trying to teach him about the lessons to be learned with the dangers of guns and how children shouldn't be playing with them. Well, then they start drooling because they see all this blood and they smell it. So what happens? Grizzly Shark tosses SeaBear over. He eats them both. And then he just decides to start driving the boat back to land. It's all good, right? Explodes the boat, crash lands, runs into the woods. SeaBear's close behind, however. So you see him fighting, and Donnie and his cousin are cheering for SeaBear. And there's a lot of comedic beats until Grizzly Shark bites SeaBear's face in half. And it's just, you don't expect it to go the way it goes. There is an ending. I don't want to give it away because you know what, I'm going to give it away anyway. This book's been out for forever. If this is a spoiler for you, shame on you. You need to read this book. Anywho, they throw the baby at Grizzly Shark, which is horrible until you realize the fact that this baby's basically a zombie. And he goes inside of Grizzly Shark, and he starts acting weird. I'm like, is it dead? And they open up his mouth, and baby's in there eating his organs. So yeah, the end. Basically, the thing you learn in this is when in doubt, throw a baby. Literally says that. When in doubt, throw a baby. But, yeah, this book, it's crazy. It's very funny. It's very campy. Like I said, if you like any kind of just cornball B-rated horror films, you're going to love this. If you love really poorly done movie monsters or shark movies, you're going to love this. It's got a lot of comedic bits. It's got a lot of cartoon violence and gore. I mean, what's better than Grizzly Shark? It's a shark that's running around in the woods attacking people. And then it drowns when it goes into the water. But, I mean, if you can, pick it up. Look for it. It's an Image comic. I believe it was a limited run. So I know it's a little bit harder to find now, but you know, it's a fantastic read. If you haven't read it before, check it out. Ryan Ottley did an amazing book with this. I love it. I read it several times. I really enjoy it. It's a little twisted, but it's amazing. Yeah, so that's it for this episode of Cat Run Figures. So like this video if you like it, and comment below and tell me whether or not you've ever read Grizzly Shark, the full run, and what you thought of the story. Do you like Grizzly Shark? Do you like SeaBear? Who do you think should have won the end battle? Did you like the fact that Grizzly Shark won, or did you think that SeaBear should have had a better chance? And also, do you think they should have continued on the story and had the bears go after the shark for retaliation? I think that'd be a good way to bring the characters back. But yeah, until next time, this is Cat Run Figures, and I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.